Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They hella deep, 20 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. With me, as always, is my co-host, Reeves. Say what's up.
What's up, people?
Oh, thank you so much.
Perfect.
This is our live recording at AwesomeCon, and Reeves, you brought your co-host?
I did. Bryce, say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm speaking into a microphone live at a panel for Top Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. That's what this is. We're in room 209, A, B, and C.
Already talking too much as the co-host of the co-host. Thank you all for coming. We're here to talk about Top Chef. We're going to talk about season 20, obviously. We're going to get into it. Trust me. But we also have a special guest here. We couldn't get a chef in the area to come to the...
We tried.
We sent a lot of emails.
Lots. Do you guys know who the top chefs who live in DC are? Didn't respond to Instagram.
Spike Mendelsohn.
Coward.
I've texted him many a time, and he said, "Who is this? Stop messaging me."
We have a shared friend. We have a shared friend in common.
Yeah.
Won't respond to us.
Will not. Mike Isabel? Not sure he's a good fit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he'd be fun.
He was really excited to be
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
He
He actually responded.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
He said, "I'd love to do anything."
He's like, I'd love to do a statement on your show.
Yeah.
And he sent a picture too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I thought it was a food. He kept being like, "Would you eat this?"
Yeah. So Mike Isabella was very responsive, but just not a good fit right now in today's climate.
You'd think it would be though, because we are just a bunch of men up here, and for that we do apologize.
Yes.
Kwame?
Too big star.
He's
Big
too
time.
big.
Yeah, big time.
Doesn't he have restaurants here?
Yes.
He
He
does.
does. We're not allowed in them.
You were not allowed in them. We're banned from his restaurant.
Not anymore. Not anymore. He has one in New York too. I live in New Jersey. I'm wearing a Maryland shirt. I bought it at a gas station. At Lincoln Center, doing big numbers. He's doing big stuff. Kwame, too big for us. Carla also too big.
Me and Carla have history.
If anyone's listened to the podcast, you may know that.
The answer is no.
Yeah, and Jamal was
Yeah.
married to Carla Hall for a while.
Don't want to talk about it. It was a rough split.
Yeah. Should we write out this, you guys yelling out Top Chef contestants and then say whether or not they responded to us or not?
This is good content.
I think we could write this for a little while.
Who's in Baltimore?
Yeah, who's in Baltimore? We reached out to her. She said no.
Oh. The Voltagios?
They were too much voltage. So Brian, when you have comments for me, you want to press your mic off so that they can't hear them.
No, I would love to get the Voltagios. They seem like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that to say, we have a great guest here today. He's a custodian of the English language. He's a lover of food in the DC area, and any area really. He's also, this is a Jedi Master and Apprentice story. He taught me how to do live improv comedy. The great Shawn Westfall has joined us today.
Wow, thank you very much. I'm sorry that I'm not a chef. I apologize for not being a chef. I apologize.
Thank you for saying
Apology
that.
accepted, yeah.
Yeah, apology accepted. Thank you so much. Shawn, thank you for being here. Let's just jump into food. What's your favorite DC restaurant?
My favorite DC restaurant?
Yeah.
Like historically, or
If someone put a gun to your head and said, "This gun's filled with bubbles,"
It's a bubble gun.
and
It's
we're
a
gonna
bubble gun.
spray you with bubbles.
I have two I gotta represent. I was a big fan before it closed, and I actually ate there like one of the last nights before it closed. Proof. Does anyone remember Proof? Yeah, Proof was amazing. But the guy who used to run Proof went and started a restaurant that I live like 2 blocks away from this restaurant.
Go find him.
A Red Hen. Yeah, Red Hen is pretty damn amazing.
Where's that?
Bloomingdale. It's in Bloomingdale. President Biden ate there, I want to say about like 6 weeks ago.
And let's all boo or cheer if we like that.
Yes. So go ahead and put your politics out there by laugh.
No?
Okay, so
Okay.
silence, so that
We'll keep
says
it,
something.
yeah, we'll
It's very quiet.
keep it to food.
So that's my favorite restaurant.
You have another option? I like food too.
So,
Do you want more? We'll
You
just
want
do
more
options.
options?
We'll do recos. We'll do recos the whole time.
like, do you want fast casual? Do you want top end? Do you
You
want?
like True Lux?
Well, I'm sorry.
Would you try True Lux?
I have not been there. Not yet. So.
We gotta go together then.
Let's go now. You want to go now? Let's
It's down
just
street.
take the hell
It's down
off.
Can you not take our guest right now?
I'll take it afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be great if we could wait till afterwards, because we kind of need him right now, because
Yeah.
the 3 of us can't hold our podcast alone.
Yeah,
So
we would drown immediately. So
we need a guest to bounce this off of, or this doesn't work. All right, I've been to the Red Hen.
Me too.
I also have been there. Anyone else here in the audience?
Red Hen? No. Highly recommend.
Wow. What about Rose's Luxury? You guys like that place?
Rose's Luxury.
Is this fun?
I love it.
Solid.
Has anyone been to Pineapple and Pearls? Pineapple and Pearls.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Yeah.
It's fancy. I did a commercial for them, so I was just hoping I could get some people to go there.
So we have our first walk out.
Oh, that was later than I thought.
At 38, we made 7 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you think it was Red Hen that drove him off, or do you
I
think it
think
was
so.
something else?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Might have been the Biden thing.
Yeah, it's probably the Biden
That's
thing.
where. That's where I went wrong.
So let's talk about Top Chef.
So let's talk about Top Chef season 20, because Tom reached out to me before this recording.
He did, to you.
And yeah, to me, because he delivered our report card for our coverage of
Okay.
season 20. of
So-
Top Chef.
Because we have to preempt everything. So folks who don't know, Tom Colicchio did tell us to do this podcast. We are clients of his. No, employees of his, sorry.
Employees.
So every year after a season, he rates us. He gives us a report card letting us know how the season went. And apparently he gave it to Jamal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave it to me, and he's got 6 criteria that he rated us on for our report card. You
Okay.
want to just go through these?
Yeah, please.
All right. So the first category was guests.
Guests? Okay.
Guests on the podcast.
We crushed this season. I think.
What do you think he gave us?
Good. We had Nelson.
We had
Come
Nelson.
on this season. We had Evelyn
Yeah.
this season.
How do you think he gave us?
Well,
We did Jeff Ray twice.
We had Jeff Ray twice, who did the theme song. He gave us an A, so we got
Oh,
an A.
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Trending in the right direction.
Next was banter, which a lot of you are experiencing right now, so you probably know what grade he gave us. What do you think he gave us?
Well,
I would have given you an A. I'm sorry.
Okay.
that is generous.
That is very generous. On a scale of A to F, that is.
Yeah, and knowing Tom, I feel like, he probably is more in the C category.
He gave us an A.
An A?
He gave us an A.
Wow.
But he also put in parentheses, didn't listen to most episodes.
Okay.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah. So it's just assuming
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
the next category is show prep,
Oh.
which is the work you do before the podcast. Try and make it feel like you've actually tried.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Should I just say it?
Just, pull the Band-Aid off.
It was an F.
That was an F?
It was an F.
No.
Yeah.
Did they leave and then leave, or were they here the whole time and left?
No, they just left. Yeah.
Cool, okay.
So one thing we don't have to do is call out every time people leave.
I want to know if there's a record.
It's gonna be okay if everyone here leaves.
Is it the goal to clear the room? Is that the
Well,
goal?
At some point, it will become that.
At a certain point, we might want to go that way.
Yes.
Just to set a record. So an F for prep work, that
F for
seems
prep work.
unfair because you do a lot of prep work.
I do almost all the prep work, so
Yeah.
that was kind of targeted at me. So that's fine.
That's rough.
I'll take it. Only way to go from there is up. So next season, be a D, hopefully. Just retake the class. The next category is Brian's Bits. So this is just for you.
Oh, we need name tags. I'm Brian.
That's Brian.
That's
I'm
Brian.
Reeves.
I'm Jamal.
Yeah.
Shawn.
Shawn,
And
remember?
then Shawn. He's not a chef.
Not a show.
We tried.
Sitting right here.
Brian's Bits. What do you think Brian got rated?
A+.
A+.
This is your first time hearing the podcast, isn't
Not
it?
positive.
Okay. Do you want to know what you got?
A+.
You got a C.
Okay.
You got a C.
Any comments?
After class.
Okay, yeah. It's usually see me after class.
Yeah. So he got a SEE, comma me after class.
But it's pronounced C.
Yeah, it's pronounced C. Next is attendance.
Okay.
Okay.
This one,
You had a tough time with that one this season.
it said incomplete.
Yeah, that
This
makes
one was
sense.
incomplete because
Makes
we,
sense.
for the first time, I missed some recordings.
Yeah.
So we thought the podcast was ending because I couldn't make a recording and I do the show prep. So if I'm not there, what's going to happen?
We really struggled.
Yeah. And the last category is a strange one for a podcast that talks about Top Chef, but it is called sexiness.
Hey. I wonder how he's measuring that.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think he said?
Trying to be conscious of. I don't know. See me after class again?
No,
No.
no. He said surgically removed.
Okay. Yeah. That's smart.
Yes.
That's smart.
Yeah. So,
I mean, do we want to give the backstory?
I don't know if I
I
want to
don't
talk about the
know.
surgery I had. I don't want to talk about that
I
right now.
don't know.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I had a surgery on my knee to remove my horniness, and so I'm no longer horny, and so that's why the sexiness rating is surgically removed.
It was a problem on the podcast.
Yes, it was a problem, and now it's not
We've
anymore.
dedicated many episodes to talking about it.
Yeah.
He got it fixed. And this is where we
Yeah.
are now, and it was graded.
Yeah. Congratulations to Budalo, who won
Yes.
season 20, the first back-to-back champion of Top Chef in any of the seasons,
And new dad. If you guys follow him on Instagram, he announced that him and his wife are having a baby.
which is one way to celebrate.
Oh.
What?
No, nothing.
Do you guys think Buddha is the greatest Top Chef contestant of all time now? That he's won back-to-back seasons?
And if not, who's better?
Yeah, and
Just
if not,
to
he's
say
better.
there's some nods in
Yeah,
the
there's a
audience.
strong head shake now.
There's
in
disapproval.
front
I
of
feel like there's
People
an
are
argument for it.
contemplating that.
I think he's
Yeah.
got to do something after Top Chef.
Ah.
Okay, like what? Another TV show? You want to do Survivor?
Yeah, Survivor.
He'll do Survivor.
Maybe write a book.
He probably can do Survivor too.
He
If he
probably
can do
would.
molds. You guys like Buddha's molds?
Okay.
They were okay? Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah, that's how I feel about molds as well. I'm not a big mold guy.
No.
Okay, Brian. Lots. So, Shawn,
Yes.
you watched season 20. What was your favorite moment of season
Oh
20
my
of Top
gosh!
Chef?
When my favorite episode of season 20 was when the cooking happened and there was cooking and there was an oven and
I
then
remember
the
that.
oven got turned on
Yeah.
and they put food. It's a 3-part process. They prep the food. They
Yeah.
put it in the oven.
Yeah.
And then they pulled it out of the oven. I was just stunned and amazed when I saw that.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
precisely. That was right.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Top Chef. I love it. So this is why he's here. Let's move on to a segment called Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week on the podcast where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night. And we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef, and then we will have a vote, and there will be a winner. All right? Can I go first on the first?
Yes.
Okay. Chefs I procured for you at a restaurant. So I ate for you. Let me make sure I get it right. Roasted branzino and citrus salad with white balsamic vinegar and skillet macaroni and cheese.
Was it the whole fish?
It was the whole fish.
Can you name the restaurant?
Actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't the whole fish. It was just the side of the fish. It was at the Smith, right up the street.
Nice.
Very nice.
Why did you lie about not being the whole fish? You said the whole fish, then you said no.
Because it was the whole side of the fish. So when he said whole fish, I was like, it came and looked like a whole fish. So, and then I quickly corrected my. So thank you for calling me out on that on the weekend of Juneteenth of all weekends.
Yes. Let's not all forget.
Don't say that like that. Don't say that with smirk. With smugness. Any questions about my food?
The salad.
Citrus salad, you said?
Yeah.
Citrus salad with white balsamic vinaigrette.
Okay, so what's in this salad?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What's in the
I
salad?
believe there is cucumbers.
What?
I
Not a
believe there were
citrus.
yellow tomatoes.
Not a citrus.
Well, it's technically a fruit.
Okay.
I believe there were onions.
Not even close.
And there was arugula.
Was it what?
Arugula.
None of that is citrus.
Yeah.
Well, the citrus was the taste of the balsamic vinaigrette.
What?
Well, white balsamic vinaigrette. How is it citrus?
I didn't
I'm
make
an
the
idiot.
meal.
I'm an idiot about
No.
food, and I know that. I'm an
Okay,
idiot.
well, I didn't make the meal. I just ate it. This is what it was called.
Alright.
We can walk over to the Smith right now.
So are you saying there
Can we
might be
call
a
this?
there might be a disjunct between branding and
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, when I did read the menu, I thought I was getting a bigger fish and maybe not a salad. So when it came out, I was like, well, I gotta eat this now.
And maybe this is the backstory of the whole fish situation we just talked through. Is you thought it was going to be
I
a
thought it
whole
was gonna
fish.
be a whole fish.
So when Brian asked the clarifying question, you're like, whole fish, because that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Brought it all back.
Disappointed when it was
Yeah.
only half a
Yeah.
fish.
Brought it all back.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it good?
It was great. Cleaned my plate. Part of the Clean Plate Club. Membership intact.
Chefs, I prepared for you a buttermilk brine roasted chicken. And what else did I have? Roasted Brussels sprouts.
Buttermilk rind?
Brine.
Buttermilk brine.
Brined.
So you brined the chicken in buttermilk.
Yes. So put it in a Ziploc bag the day before.
Wait, is
buttermilk.
that brining or is there a different verb?
To brine?
Yeah, no, but I understand but brines, doesn't that refer to like pickling and things like that?
Is this that
This
whole
guy
like,
watches one season of Top Chef.
it's like cornered me?
Yeah.
I can't like fight my way out of it.
I can't.
Listen, this is what I'm a New York Times cooking head. This
Okay.
is what they told me. Listen, take it up with them, man. Take down the New York Times if you want to. This is good. I make this a lot.
Mhm.
You brine it the day before. You put it in the Ziploc bag and buttermilk, salt.
Yeah.
That's it. It's pretty simple. And you just take it out, let it sit for an hour before so it comes to temperature, and then put it in the oven.
Doesn't pickling involve vinegar?
That's
what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying. I think that what's the verb for when you just soak a piece of meat in a sauce or something? Marinate, yeah. So is it a
Whoa.
marinade or a brine? Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, let's Google this.
I think it's a salt
Wait,
brine
no.
because he's got salt and it's in a closed bag.
Expect salt makes it brine?
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
So it was a brine.
I stand corrected.
We don't have to reach out to the New York Times. This is delicious. I make it often. Very easy to do. I've done it on this. I think I've talked about this in the podcast before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Chef, no, please. Chef, last night I procured for you a bunch of sushi that I got from Rush Hour with my wife, and we ordered a bunch of sushi, and I just ate it all, like 6 rolls, like a monster. That's what you do when you eat sushi. How many rolls do you guys eat when you guys eat sushi? Do a hand. You do 8 rolls?
8?
8.
You mean 8 pieces or 8 rolls?
8 pieces.
I'm sorry.
That's not enough. You need more, the whole thing.
Oh, my bad.
So, well, like, were these? Was there a specific kind of roll? Was it a California roll?
One of those.
All right. Were there other kinds of roll? Do you remember the rolls?
Yes, let's
Okay.
get into it. Shrimp tempura roll also.
Nice.
Avocado cucumber roll
Nice.
with mango in it also. And then spicy tuna. So it was 4. Yeah. So that would make 20 pieces of sushi.
Cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I had a pickle.
Brian?
Yes, yeah. I recently spent $70 on MJF brand pickles. For those who don't know, there's a brand called Kalen and Kalen that did like a co-thing with a wrestler in AEW, and I spent more money to buy them just to have a sticker of his face on them. So, just so you know.
All right, thank you. Shawn, what'd you have?
Chefs, I have prepared for you an extraordinarily underwhelming dish. I've taken one of those carb-conscious, what do you call it? Flat circle things. I'm sorry. I'm losing-
Pizza?
Pizza.
Not a pizza.
Bread?
No.
Cookie.
A pita.
Pita?
Yeah, a pita roll.
Flat.
Thank you. And and I placed some hummus in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I placed some feta cheese in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I placed some cucumber in it, and some onion, and then I ate it. So yeah, it was an extraordinarily underwhelming meal. Yeah.
If you had to give it a fancy name, what would you give that meal as a name?
Brine, pita brené with a feta compote. Was that, yeah? Yeah. Thanks.
Feta.
Feta. That's how we say it in Europe. Feta.
All right. Any questions for you? What do you have? Any questions?
No, I think it's pretty, carb conscious pita.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
All right, this is the part.
What? Wait, why gross?
Because pitas are carbs.
No.
This is the part where we normally vote just amongst ourselves, but since we have other people here, we want to extend the democratic process to you all. The rule is we cannot vote for ourselves, but you can vote for whoever you want. So we'll go first, and then if you want to throw out your vote, you can. My vote goes to Shawn.
Okay. My vote goes to Jamal.
Thank you.
I'm going to vote for Reeves.
I'm gonna vote for Reeves as well. I think that he obviously put the most effort into his meal, so you have to reward effort. So yeah, Reeves.
All right, if anyone here wants to cast their vote, feel free to shout it.
Ball.
Thank you. Thank you. Heard Reeves again.
Okay, so Jamal went to the popular vote.
Mm-hmm. But you won the electoral college, so Reeves
Yes.
wins. So congratulations, Reeves. Season 20. Padma is leaving.
She's gone, folks.
Padma Lakshmi is gone. She's retiring from Top Chef. We thought this would be a great opportunity to discuss who her replacement might be, or should be,
Yes.
or could be.
Tom asked us, he says that he's lost. He has no idea who to cast. So he invited us to come. He knew we were doing this. He didn't show up.
He couldn't make it.
He said he had big deals in Thailand, but wouldn't give us any more details than that. But he told me to learn Chinese. That's what he said. So if you have any thoughts of who should replace Padma, we will pass them on to Tom. We have a few ourselves.
Yes.
But if you have any that you would like to share, or who you think would be good or bad, let us know, and we'll pass it on to Tom. Who?
Brooke Williamson.
Brooke is a good
now,
call.
that is a great suggestion.
So I was thinking like Kristen, but I feel like she's got.
She would beat Buddha, yes.
Yeah, she says
Yes.
the audience member says she's too busy cooking. So yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
which seems to be a trouble with a lot.
That's the thing, is that you have to remember is that Padma's not a cook. She cooks, but she's not a chef.
She's not a touring chef.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So-
a host by trade.
Host
so-
by trade,
Yes.
cook by night.
So I feel like it has to be within the Top Chef family, like a previous
Has to
contestant. It feels like it's more familiar to the audience. Like when, what was it? Gail.
Gail is a good. But see, Tom and Gail have this thing
Yeah,
where
they're
they're
dating.
like, we're the judges,
They're dating.
and if you.
Go back and watch season 19 and 20. Tell me they're not dating. They're dating.
Yeah, they're hanging out a lot. At
They're
least.
hanging out a lot.
Allegedly. I think Gail's a good choice. I know she hosted that other Top Chef spin-off show that I think got one season and then went away. I don't think they'll go Gail though. Tom said that here's Tom's thing. He said that he would love to give Gail a position. Love to. More than anything, would love to give her the position, but he doesn't think she's a good fit. And he was like, you know why? And I don't know what that means.
Well, so what do you think that means?
Yeah.
Me?
Seems very first date like, oh, I had a good time, but I don't think we should do this again.
I think he doesn't want her to be his boss.
Oh.
Because Padma was their boss.
Yeah.
People don't know this. Padma was the boss.
Yeah.
That's canon.
That's
and
canon.
so he doesn't want her to be the boss.
Okay.
Mm.
Why would he be afraid of her being the boss?
I don't know. I think because a power dynamic thing, and he, it's just like, I think he just likes what they have. He doesn't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
He says they're in a good place. Like,
This
why?
sounds like a relationship.
Why put labels on it, man? They're in a good place. He likes what they're doing. She likes what they're doing. Like,
Okay.
What about Blaze? Richard Blaze?
Would you guys watch that?
I feel like it would be terrible, right?
What was that? He's got a lot going on.
So it has to be someone who's doing nothing.
What's Melissa doing?
That's a good question.
Let's get her on the horn.
If she would answer one of my texts or emails, we would know. Another one who is non-responsive.
What about outside the Top Chef family?
Yeah. LeVar Burton.
He's here.
He's here. I plan to go downstairs and try and get his autograph and then ask him about Top Chef and hosting.
I bet Tony Danza would be a good,
Oh, that would be
good
great.
addition. Don't you guys think Tony
That
Danza?
would
I
be
think
great.
Tony Danza would be amazing at
Yes.
I think Amar would like Tony Danza to be the host. Is that right?
Who?
What's the connection there?
Yeah.
You know Amar's stuff. Oh, Amar, a recent winner. He got the Miss Congeniality Award too for this season.
Yes.
Fantastic. I think giving it to LeVar Burton's a good idea because he didn't get Jeopardy, right? And
Top Chef is a good second.
they gave it to Blossom. Yeah. What if they got Blossom to do it? Would you guys watch that?
If they give Jeopardy to Harvard.
Yeah,
They
they
switch.
do a swap.
Yeah,
They
they
did a
transpose.
swap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they switch places. Yeah.
You would watch that?
But Jeopardy.
But she has okay. She'd do it, but she's gonna be in character the whole time. From Big Bang Theory.
Kind of is. Kind of is the character.
Will Joey Lawrence become a judge? If that's the case?
Oh.
Would he?
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Is he
anything.
like a Parker dealer?
Their package deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Valerie Bertinelli.
Yes, Wolfie's mom. Absolutely. She's amazing. Yeah.
Who's mom?
Valerie Bertinelli. Her son is Wolfgang Van Halen, and her handle on Twitter, her username is Wolfie's mom.
Like from the band Van Halen?
Yes, you know. Wait, you do know that Valerie Bertinelli was
She won
married
an
to
Emmy?
Eddie Van Halen. You know that, right?
No.
Jesus, I'm gonna flip tables. What the hell? Yes.
Yeah, you want to talk about Newfound Glory? I'll do that.
don't say that too loudly. So who won an Emmy for cooking?
Valerie Bertinelli won an Emmy for her cooking show.
That's right. Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is sounding like a winner for Top Chef.
Is it rude if I Google her?
No.
Yes,
If
because you
could-
should know who Valerie Bertinelli is.
Yeah, it's kind of rude also to do it in the middle of the podcast.
Everyone else is doing it.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone else you think would make a great host to take over for Padma?
Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
He's a good host.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a businessman, Sleepy B. Boyle, he does a lot of stuff with Martha, so she's more than a guest.
I feel like they would.
I love how she mentioned you mentioned wine and CBD oil as if that's top shelf material. Drunk and stoned is top shelf material.
It could be.
Yeah.
They could pivot from Padma's been holding them back this whole time from doing wine and CBD oil. I think with Snoop Dogg, you are going to get Martha Stewart to have to come on a lot because they are best buds.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of that.
Maybe they could both do it. Two hosts fill the position of Padma. They're both there each time.
It would take that kind of power. She had big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I like it. My idea was to clone Padma.
Oh, that's the best idea.
And bring in the clone version.
Just do Padma again.
Because now this clone, she's got all the time to do this because that's all she was made for.
Yeah.
was to host
Oh, that's
Top
easy.
Chef. Because that's why Padma's leaving to go do her other show. She has other ambitions. But if we clone her and we just have that clone just do this.
Yeah.
Do you have a data clone or no?
Ooh, okay,
This is
folks,
gonna open
let's
the
get
whole
into
thing
it.
of
We are
whether or
getting
not is the clone
Well into
person or
Philip K.
not.
Dick territory here now.
Yeah, we don't have time to unpack
Easily.
that here.
You also have to wait 20 or 30 years.
Yes,
Well, we
sure.
have a rapid
Sure.
growth container for the clone, so we'd only have to wait a year and a half.
I mean, if we're getting metaphysical, can we bring back people can we resurrect people from the past?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs? Want to
Yeah.
get T-Rex to do it? I'll do that.
Why did you go straight to dinosaurs?
Because I'm an
It's not a
idiot.
bad idea. A nice big
Not
T-Rex
humans.
comes
We
in
went
to judge
dinosaurs.
I'm an idiot.
Whoa, okay.
T-Rex is a good idea.
But his arms, the T-Rex arms are short.
Yeah.
Like the T-Rex would not.
This guy knows his dinosaurs.
Don't
Nailed it.
the T-Rex wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
It would be able to lift the pan to show what's going on.
It would look weird.
It would look weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't lift the fork.
I'm sorry.
Couldn't lift the fork.
Yeah, that's
It could
true.
lift the fork, but that's
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one straight ring.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
If the
Let's just say the T-Rex would have terrible table manners. Let's
Yeah.
just say it. The table manners would be questioned. Absolutely.
and if the T-Rex trips and falls, I'm not helping him up.
No.
And it doesn't
Wait,
have.
is tripping and falling a common occurrence on Top Chef?
Yes.
Well, this season it was.
Yes, let's all talk about it. Gabri fell down this season.
My ignorance is showing.
Gabri had a big fall. I think a couple. Let's just segue right into that. Happened. That was this season.
Oh, yeah.
Brian. So some recaps of this season.
The look of fear on Brian's face to have to do this bit now.
Brian, can you go ahead and hit us with the soundbite for?
Well, the way
segment?
that this works is that you guys say something, then I do the soundbite.
Okay. Dawn was in this season, the first 2 episodes.
That was this season?
Yep, that was this season.
Okay, let's end
She was-
this. It didn't go well.
Normally it's like 5-10 minutes just listing things.
Yeah.
But
So Buddha won 4 quick fires in a row.
Yeah. Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. That was this season?
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Good.
Did I just end the bit though? It said don't do it anymore.
All right, I guess we don't want to do the bit anymore. All right, it's fine. Sean,
Sir.
if you had a last meal offered up to you, which Top Chef would you want to cook it for you?
Can I answer that by virtue of the food? Because
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm a big fan of, and I know that I was throwing names of like the top tier restaurants here in DC around earlier as far as my favorite restaurants, but I love like gloppy General Tso's chicken. Like it's like the more batter dipped, the better, and the more that sweet, so the instant diabetic coma sweet sauce that you have, I will eat, and I literally only eat this now like once every 6 months because I'm an addict. I would eat it every damn day of my life, every meal. So it would have to be a Top Chef who can specialize in the gloppiest, most awful, debilitating, knock you on your ass, General Tso's chicken ever conceived. That would be my last meal. So.
Wow. I'm hungry now. I don't really know what else in here, but I want some General Tso's, Brian?
What? Same question?
I just want to say I'm so glad you're here.
Me too.
Same question to you.
It's a last meal.
It's your last meal on Earth.
So what situation am I in where it's my last meal?
You,
Because that matters to me.
You're looking up in the sky.
Wait,
and
the circumstances have to be what? Like, are you awake?
To me, it matters.
So like I mean, you're outside, there's a lightning strike, you're thinking you're driving a car,
Yeah.
you get maudlin, but like, so you have to know the circumstances under which you're going to have your last meal?
Yeah, because I think to me it will influence my decision.
I've got the perfect circumstance.
Yes.
So there's an alien spaceship that's parked outside of Earth's parking lot, and they're going to send down some
Aliens.
liaisons.
Okay.
But they're just coming to you, and all they're doing is going to critique everything you've done in your life.
And this will kill me?
Yes, the critique and criticism will kill you
Okay.
if they deliver it to you.
Okay.
And so, what is your last meal before they come down?
Okay. Yep. Chicken tenders.
From
Honey mustard.
Yeah, but so like which ones? Like
Yeah,
like
from
carry
where-
out McDonald's or
They don't do chicken tenders anymore.
That's right, they don't. But so like is there a specific source for these chicken?
For people who don't know, chicken tenders calm him. So keep going.
Almost any place is a good chicken tender.
Yes.
Gosh, my mom's chicken tenders. It brings me back just thinking about mom's chicken tenders. Just you'd be riding your bike outside all day, and she'd come out there, and streetlights are coming on. Brian, time to come in. Go in. They're there, in a basket too. Dozens and dozens of chicken tenders. And those days are gone now. And
dozens and dozens.
Dozens?
How many?
Like how? Like 2 dozen, 3 dozen?
Well, she had 2 kids,
Right.
and we're both a little overweight. So yeah, there were a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to give me a different scenario, I'll give you a different answer. Or you'll answer the question if you
So
want.
if you guys remember earlier, we did the report card section. One of the sections was Brian's bits. So that was one of Brian's bits.
That's a solid C.
That's
Ben,
a
I
solid
thought.
C.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's a pretty
Yeah, I think that grade proved itself out.
I should have ended after the big laugh for
You
chicken
really
tenders.
should. I don't know why you kept talking.
I thought I could keep it going.
All right, so you want a new
scenario.
scenario?
Scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. You look up into the sky, and there's a meteor parked outside the parking lot
Yeah.
of Earth's parking lot.
Yeah.
And the meteor sends out meteorites to come talk to you, and if you,
And the meteorites criticize
they're
it.
just going to criticize you.
Yeah. And this would kill me?
This will kill you.
Okay. And what was yours again?
I didn't. I was just going with the usual car wrecks and things like that.
Oh no, what was your food?
Oh, General Tso's chicken.
Okay, and this is meteorites are gonna come critique me.
Yeah.
And that will kill me.
That will. The criticism will crush you.
Chicken tenders.
Okay.
That's very helpful, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
You nailed it too, right at 10 minutes.
Reeves.
So you need another scenario?
Well, we're two chicken dishes here. We're two chicken-based dishes. So
Yep.
I'm not trying to put pressure on you. I'm just saying 2 for 2.
Does it matter who prepares it? Wait, do I get a scenario?
Yeah.
too?
Do you want a
Yeah,
scenario?
give us a
Yes,
scenario.
Do you want a scenario?
I didn't get a scenario either.
I can redo this and give you a scenario. We have 10 minutes.
We maybe should redo the whole thing.
Okay, Shawn, I'm going to give you a scenario.
We want to leave time for
All right,
questions.
Okay, Shawn.
Right.
There's a library spaceship parked outside Earth's parking lot,
Okay.
Just outside.
and they're sending down some librarians,
Uh-huh.
Liaisons. Right?
some liaisons, and they're going to come talk to you
Uh-huh.
about your wordsmithing
But
prowess.
when he says talk, he means critique.
They're going to critique you.
And the critiques will kill
The
me.
criticism is going to be so cutting
Kill you.
that it kills you.
Okay. Yeah, that's prime rib. Prime rib. Right.
Right.
See, it matters.
It does matter.
That changes
You're right.
it.
Yeah, it does change it.
Yeah.
Do you want a scenario?
Please.
Alright, I'll try and come up with something new.
At this point, it'd be 4 different things.
Yeah. So Reeves, there's a financial spaceship.
Like a big dollar sign on it or something?
Huge
dollar sign.
Huge.
But it is a spaceship.
Wait. I have to know what a financial spaceship is shaped.
He just
like. What is
described it.
It's just
It's just like
whatever your mind thinks of a spaceship, and a dollar sign is on there.
Right.
Guess where it's parked?
In a bank parking
In a
lot.
bank parking lot right
Just
outside.
outside
Earth.
of
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. But now that gives
They
me
send down some bank tellers,
And these are liaisons.
liaisons.
What bank teller ice?
Yes, bank tellerites.
Right.
And they're
Humanoid.
coming right to you to criticize not you, but your finances. And the criticism is going to be so tough, it'll kill you. So before they get here, what's the meal that you're going to have?
hot wings, baby.
All right, Jamal, it's your turn, and I want to give you a scenario.
Actually, I don't want you to scenario.
Wings and chicken and tenders.
I know, but I don't need a
There's a theme
scenario.
here.
I want to give you a scenario.
I don't need one though. I know my last meal is
It's
bad.
I think we have to give it
You,
scenario.
and we
You have to get a
restarted
scenario.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
scenario.
Okay, fine. Give me a scenario. Fine. I don't need it, but whatever.
All right. Home intruder breaks into your house 2 a.m. Ties you up to the chair.
This is different than the other scenarios.
Well, we gotta see how it plays out.
All right.
Tells you that he's gonna. You have to empty out your bank account right now and Venmo him every dollar that you have.
Thousands of dollars.
And then while this is happening, a spaceship comes down and it's shaped like Buddha from Top Chef. I made it work. Just outside Earth's atmosphere. And what's gonna happen?
A parking lot. There's a parking lot.
Oh, it's always a parking lot, of course. That's what you leave Earth's atmosphere. It's all parking lot.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's what they did. They paved it.
I'm sorry.
It was paradise. What Buddha's gonna do is he's gonna send down molds, Australian molds. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna talk about how you're tied to this chair. But the way they're gonna do it is to almost criticize you of sorts, like really make you feel like you're doing something wrong for how you were tied up to the chair. What this will kill you, and then you'll eat.
Rotisserie chicken.
Great. Okay.
All right. So now we know what our last meals will be, and I'm so glad we had the scenarios to kind of like guide us to that path.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, I guess the last 5 minutes. Are there any questions for the panel from the podcast? podcast for any of the folks here who've been listening to this, please go ahead.
Yes, gentleman in the back, yes.
Yeah, so the original question was, for your last meal, which Top Chef would you have prepared?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm just curious, if you guys are having a last meal, not what it would be, but which Top Chef would you have prepared?
Carla
What's the
Horn.
scenario that they're
Yeah,
looking
Carla
for us?
Hall.
Yeah, so
Carla Hall,
Carly,
sorry.
Edwin is in a spaceship,
Okay,
parked
sure.
in the parking lot right outside, the parking lot, sitting down for replacements for.
You've been there.
For clothes, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And they're gonna criticize this entire event right here. And
Oof, good luck.
This changes my answer. So,
So yes, for the listeners,
Because it's not a food, but what chef would you have prepared?
The-
Whatever
yeah.
that last meal was.
the question is which top shelf chef, what, we going back to making us answer this
Yeah,
question.
not the
Yeah.
meal. but-
Not the meal, which chef, just
Okay. Okay.
I'm so glad you asked this question. Thank you for remembering what the question was originally.
Yes, thank you so much.
Mike
Mike Isabella.
Isabella, okay.
I don't know many, someone shout out their famous top chef, their favorite top chef, I have no idea. Just shout
Brooke
out.
Williams.
She loves Brooke.
Is that Brooke Pitwood?
Williamson.
Brooke Williamson then. Brooke Williamson, thank you very much.
Maybe Michael Voltaggio, because is he really that good?
Okay.
I don't know. He's good? Have you had his food?
Wait, what's the difference between Michael and Brian Botage?
Okay,
One's a
let's
robot.
get into it.
Yeah.
How much time do we
One
have?
We got 4.5 minutes. Let's get into it.
One is a active living organism, the other one is a robot.
Yeah, sent from the future.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That is the difference.
Weird, wild stuff. Weird, wild stuff.
That's celebrity impersonation number 3.
I already said mine, Carla Hall.
Okay. Did you answer?
Wait, your ex-wife, Carla Hall?
Yeah, because we have things to talk about. What better thing to do than over the last meal?
It's the only way to get her to talk to him.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Anybody have any Top Chef questions? We got them all the answers.
Right here, yes.
What's your favorite behind-the-scenes Top Chef story?
The question is the favorite behind-the-scenes Top Chef story.
Something that we wouldn't know from having watched the show, but like stuff going on behind the scenes.
This is a great question.
Tom Colicchio, for 2 seasons, was in the midst of writing a script for a Top Chef movie and would pass it around the chefs off camera and have them read some of his script pages. Now, this movie has not been made, obviously, but from what we've heard, it was legendary. So that's one story I know about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a spinoff too.
Mm-hmm.
There was Gail, I think, was the spinoff. It was going to center around her origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, that there are people dating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that. Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tom and Gail. Yeah.
I don't know how much we can talk about that
Yeah.
because of the lawyers, but
Yeah.
there's some dating rumors on the show.
Yeah. Gosh, so many. I do know, and this happened. I mean, anything that doesn't happen on Top Chef is behind the scenes technically. So, one time, Dale, friend of the show, invited us to his restaurant, and we went there, and he invited us onto the roof of his
It's a
restaurant.
true story. I was there.
And they're all true stories. And he showed us the skyline of New York City because his restaurant is upstate, about an hour from New York. We're in DC now, so that's about 5 hours from here, 6 hours. And proceeded to tell us that what his favorite thing to do is to get people to talk crap about his restaurant and then to respond to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that he loves to do it, and that he has pitched that as a show, I think he said. But he said that the execs at Bravo are a bunch of cowards and won't do it.
Yeah. So if there's any plans from Bravo here, you've been called out.
Yeah.
My understanding is that in the way that Alice Waters started her restaurant in an effort to feed the revolution, one of the top chefs, I can't say which one, was actually at the Capitol building on January 6th to feed the insurrection. I'm just letting you know right there. That's what I've heard, okay?
Miss Congeniality and more, probably.
All right. And
So
on-
wait, I had one last
Oh, go
one,
ahead.
which maybe a lot of people know this, but at this point, Top Chef reaches out to all the chefs.
Yes.
Like I don't think anyone applies to be on anymore. They
Yeah.
like actively pursue everyone that's in the cast now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So it's no longer sending in your video. They will just contact you and say, "Hey, you up?"
yeah, and there's people that they've like contacted season after season that finally they're like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
They break them down.
Yeah.
they have any regrets about people that they've had on?
Well, Mike Isabel. I mean, a couple seasons
Yeah,
ago.
a couple seasons ago they crowned someone a winner who didn't end up being such a great guy.
Yeah.
Gabe Morales. They don't love Marcel. And we all know why. I mean, he's kind of has one of those, faces. As we know in the season that you guys remember, he famously got bullied, which we don't condone.
We
but
don't condone.
if you're gonna bully a chef,
Wait, what follows that?
it would
I'm
be
actually
Marcel.
sorry, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming to this live episode of Pod Chef. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you so much.
This is fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.